All right, guys. So here's another video. So today we're gonna learn how to change a water valve for this Maytag top loader. Um, I can't remember why we're changing it out. Sometimes they crack. Sometimes they're just clogged. And sometimes they just don't even open up when water needs to come in. But anyways, what you really need is just a 1/4 inch drill bit, a putty knife, a flathead, and maybe some needle noses. So, and always remember, when you're gonna change something out with water, wherever the water is coming out of, if those valves to close them, those shutoff valves are stiff, do not even try to force it because you will break them. What you can do is just pinch the lines. I know these are threaded ones, like metal threaded ones. But if you pinch the lines with, the little plastic wires, real tight, like two on each, um, no water is really gonna come out. So, but as you can see, these were actually able to, be shut off. So yeah, but even then, when they are shut off, a little bit of water still comes out, and you don't want to cause a whole mess. So right there, I just put them over the drain. So if water does come out, it just falls into that hole. So as you can see, all these screws are all 1/4 inch. So just take off the screws in the back exactly on how I'm showing you right now, and then just remove that back panel from the control panel. It'll come right off. I think there's maybe like 6 screws in total or something like that, but very simple, as you can see. So you can see the water valve right there. Now, just be very careful on these, because right there in that corner, if you lift up that control panel too much, you're gonna crack the corner of that control panel. And trust me, it's very noticeable, and you do not want to do that, because more than likely the customer is going to complain. Or if you're not the customer and you're just doing it yourself on your own, it's not really going to look pretty. So the objective is just to get those clips, push them in where you can lift it upwards. So it's like you're pinching them just to get that control panel to basically pop up. So right now, doing the same thing on the other side. Just be very careful. Right there, I'm just using a flathead, and I have these little tiny tools that have they're like, they almost seem like small tweezers, but in a screwdriver shape, but with the right angle on them, and that's what I use to push them. But as you can see, it has the connectors on the water valve themselves. If you disconnect it a certain way, there's not really a way where you can reconnect it incorrectly if you just follow your step backwards. Excuse me. So as you can see, I disconnected all of them. Now the water valve itself, same thing, 1/4 inch screws, one on each side. So as soon as you lift it up, that wire harness usually is connected to the bottom of your water valve, and it's just one connector. So just, it has a tab, lift it up and then pop it out, and it should come out fairly easy. With this one, I was just struggling because I was just trying to get done quick. But yeah, as you can see, sometimes when you do order these water valves, it comes with a new wire harness. It's exactly the same one, but if it doesn't, don't worry about it. Just put the old one onto the new one. It's rare that you ever have to replace those, because they don't really wear out or break. The only time I've ever had to replace one was when one actually was shorting out and it kind of burned the connector. But other than that, just put it back on the same water valve, or the new water valve that you ordered. And just be sure that you push it down firmly down, because it does have these little seals at the bottom where they do need to be pressed down. I mean, obviously it has the screws to apply more pressure, but just push it in well, so nothing starts to leak. And that is the main objective. Do not let anything leak, because water damage is not great for anybody. So And just be sure that all your connectors are actually connected. Because sometimes you don't align them right and it looks like they're connected, but they're not. They're just sitting on top of the feet. So same thing, just, connect the control panel back onto the main board. Um, See how those three holes are on the left side of the control panel, same on the right. Just align them, slide them in, and then pop them on. And you'll just hear them click back into place. So usually, when you're at this point, you kind of want to get everything back in order how they were, just so you can start testing it. Also, another thing, just be careful when you do take off those water lines from the water valve. Just be sure that you are connecting the correct temperature water to the right solenoid or entry, because if you put them backwards when you're washing, you might get an error code, or you might notice that your clothes are not being washed properly. So just be careful with that. The one thing that I've told this one guy I've been training is that just always take pictures of everything that you're about to disassemble. That way you have a reference point. If you do get lost, you can backtrack and just basically, save yourself from, short-term memory loss, basically, and, feeling like you're lost and not knowing what to do. So, but yeah, I can't really remember why I I'm installing this one for this washer, but like I said, guys, these videos are just strictly for the purpose of showing you how to install appliance parts into your own appliance, and that way maybe you can save a quick buck, or actually you're gonna save a pretty big penny, because appliance repair is not cheap unless you have insurance or home warranty that covers that. So when you're connecting them back onto the water valve, uh, just be sure that you don't over tighten them, because if you do and you strip out the thread, then once the water starts to come in, it will leak from where it's connected. Not a lot, or depending on just how bad you stripped it out. Uh, just tighten it where, you can just kind of snug it, but not so tight, just enough. So for you kind of just want to align it, twist it on with your hand, and then the end should only be with your pliers. Don't start off with your pliers. Just kind of twist it in with your hand. Makes it a whole lot easier and quicker. And the pliers are just to make it a little bit tighter where they don't leak. So uh, after you're done doing that, just be sure to turn the water back on. Be sure that it is on, and then start going through the motions as far as testing the water valve. Um, and the quickest way to actually just kind of go through it, if you don't know how to put it into diagnostics mode. Oh, there, I forgot how to reconnect it. But the quickest way to test your water valve, if you don't know how to put them into manual diagnostics mode, just pick any setting. Well, usually just go with the normal setting and either choose cold, completely tap cold, press start, and then you start seeing all the water come in, and you can feel from the back when the water is coming through the water valve itself. Uh, and then basically to test the opposite water, which is the hot, just cancel that setting that you did, and then restart it over, and just put the temperature to uh, a hot water, and then you'll start seeing the water come in. And obviously you'll know the difference, because with the hot water, it's basically going to steam up everything that's that's on the inside of the washer. So um, just those are just a little bit of you know tidbits that would help someone that's not so experienced in the appliance world. Like I said, these videos are just strictly to help you guys out, to show you at least how to install it. And always remember, like, when you're looking up these videos, if you put the part number, this video will pop up. When you order an appliance part, it always has a part number. If you don't know how to word it when you're trying to look for it, just put in the part number, and a video will probably end up popping up. So, you know, good luck, guys. Just remember, be confident, don't damage anything, and just be careful. All right.